Hello everyone and welcome back to Old Dad's Modeling Mess. In today's video, I'm going to show off my latest kit haul. I snatched these up off Sleaze Bay before Andy could get to them, so haha Andy. Uh, I'll be doing a more in-depth what's in the box review of these kits later on. Right now I'm just checking them out to make sure everything's in them like the description said, because we all know how eBay is. Um, there's 11 kits in all. So it was a really nice haul. There's a couple of kits I've never seen before uh, that I'm really excited to get to, but those are going to be have to have something really special done with those. This first kit here is a TriStar. I've never heard of that brand before. It's a German Panzer KP FWT OSFG, which is a Czech light tank that the Germans, air quotations here, adopted during World War II. Um, I never knew that. I've always thought of the PZ3s, the PZ4s, the Tigers, that sort of stuff. I didn't know that they adopted, again, air quotes, Czech light tanks, but apparently they did. So that was cool to find out. Uh, yeah, I honestly, I probably wouldn't have gotten this kit per se. I think there's another one or something really similar to it. Yeah, this CMK, never heard of that brand before. It's another, air quotes again, adopted Czech light tank during World War II. Uh, Again, I'm just going through making sure everything's in the boxes that's supposed to be there. Um, the kit doesn't look too bad. Uh, from what I could see, as you can see, everything's in the bag, so everything's there. Uh, so that's a plus. Uh, it doesn't seem like it's a really super high detailed kit, but it doesn't look like it's a Revell or Monogram POS kit either. So it's a win. I think I got another one of these, so that's like 3 German tanks that really aren't German tanks. Yeah. This one here, I think the difference really is this one here may have a commander in it. I'm not sure. The bag on this one here's all nice and sealed up too. So yeah, maybe I'll do a build off with the kid. Since I've got 2 of them. See, we'll do like a collage or something like that where me and the kid are putting them together at the same time. Uh, but who knows? I'm not really into the light tanks, but we'll see. This next kit here, this one is near and dear to my heart. I play World of Tanks. This is an artillery kit. But this is the BT5, the Soviet light tank. In World of Tanks, this tank here, I think, is a tier 2 or a tier 3 tank, and this is the first tank I aced, which is I played it better than 95% of the players that played it. So yeah, but when I seen it in the slot, I was like, ooh, I was gonna get that anyway. So that helped with the process of purchasing this lot. I think this is a Russian-made kit, even though it's a Tallery. I believe so. I think it had that Zyvetka or something like that stamped on the bottom of the hull there. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check it. But yeah, this one here is going to be a fun one to do. I'm going to have fun with it. This is definitely going on the shelf. This next tank here, another T34. This is the 76 version. I've done 2 or 3 of the T34-85s. In game, this is a tier 5. The T34-85 is a tier 6. So, you know, you can't have too many T34s. So, this one here, even though it doesn't look like much, it'll get done. If I need to, I can add stuff. Yep, there it is. I knew it was made in Russia. I have some leftovers from my other T34-85s that if I need to, I can use on it. Doesn't look like a very highly detailed kit, so you know, but that's okay. It'll do. It'll do. There's that side vets, whatever it is that's printed on the bottom of the hull. That'll get removed. Nothing super special, but I've always had a thing for the T34-85s, the T34s basically in general. Not as much as I do for the German World War II tanks. Those there, sorry, I hope that don't offend anyone, but to me the German tanks are just gorgeous. You know, the World War II tanks, just gorgeous. This one here is, a lot of people think it's ugly. Dude, this thing is, they were boss, especially once they went to the 85 millimeter cannons on them. So this one here will get put together and put in the added to the collection. Excuse me. This next kit here, it is definitely another one of the World of Tanks kits. I had to have this one. This one here for me is it's another kit that I have from the game, and with it, for me, it's special because this is the first kit that I've ever 3-marked, and 3-marking is nerd for averaging more damage and assisted damage than the top 90% of the players in that particular tank. So there's a North American server, there's an EU server. So in the North American server, I've played this tank better than the top 90% of players. I think it's actually 95%. You can look that up if you want, or not if you're not a nerd like me. But yeah, this one here, basically it's a turretless T34-85. But it'll get done. It'll get added to my collection. I mean, Germans had the Stug, so the Russians had to come up with something, right? This one here, this kit here is a PZ3. This one here, the kid is going to steal from me. It's okay, I have another one in here. I've never done a PZ3 either. So, it'll be nice to have one. The kid wanted one because he wants to do it up this one here, I believe, has the commander with it. So he wants to do it up and make the commander Rommel. He had to do something for school, and one of the he had to do a essay or something like that in school, and he had to do one, and he was stuck between Rommel and somebody else, and so he picked Rommel because he knew I was into World War II stuff. And so when he seen this, he's like, "Oh, Dad, I want that." So yeah, But he doesn't get to do it until after he finishes up the Cromwell. He's got to finish the Cromwell first. I already told him that. But yeah, we'll let him have a go at it. The other PZ3, yeah, he's not getting his hands on that one. That's the other one is the main reason I bought this entire lot. I'm not sure if was there photo etch. Can't remember. But this next kit that's coming up, I was never really interested in it until after I seen the instructions, because I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that was in there. And then I looked it up and I found out some other stuff that I had no idea about. And that's the T35 Heavy tank. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like just a bigger version of one of the Japanese Pacific Theater tanks. You know, I wasn't. That's the way that I've always viewed this one. But when I opened it up here and I started looking through it, I was like, holy crap, this thing is huge. I was kind of looking at it, and then I was looking back there at the KV2 that I just finished up. I was thinking to myself, wow, that thing is big. So when I was looking it up, I found out that this thing is actually 9 or 10 feet longer than the KV2. So I was like, damn, that's massive. And then here in a second, when I pull out the instructions, all the bags are sealed on this one, which is good. I seen something that I was like, oh wow, I've only actually had one other tank, and I'm working on it now that actually has this. This has the interior and the engine in it. The one of the other kits that I'm working on right now has the interior in it, and it has the transaxle, but it doesn't have the engine. So I was like, oh, that's neat. And then when I looked up the info on this, I found out that, because I never really paid attention, that this thing has 2 turrets on it. I was like, wow, that's neat. Okay, cool. I just learned something. So, yeah, I'll put this one together. I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe I'll put it in the T34 76 together or something, you know, in a small little diorama. I don't know. That or a different one. I have another one coming up here real shortly that might be able to do something with. A Panzer IV. I just finished building one of these 3 weeks ago, I believe it was. But that's for a special project coming up. I can't talk about it, but stay tuned. I think you'll like it. It's no longer in my possession, which is cool. I have one now, and I need a PZ4, so I got this one. I think I'm going to do it up like it is on the box art, where it's got the stubby barrel instead of the long barrel. I haven't done any tanks with the stubby barrels yet, so this will be a good one for it. As you can see, there's a lot of parts in this thing, so yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this one. I don't think I'm going to need to 3D print anything for this one. I really don't. Maybe some stowage. I don't know. It depends. But yeah, I really like this one. This next kit, I might do something with the T35 Russian tank. But this one here, this next kit coming up, I've never seen one of these before. And when I seen it, I was like, oh, dude, that's cool as shit. I've got to have it. And it's silly because it's, you know, these things are in use up to this day. But I've never seen the model kit, and I never knew that they were used like this. So this is neat as shit. a German railway flatbed with an MG crew in it. Basically a rolling machine gun nest. That is cool as shit. Never seen one before. I don't know if these things are still in production or anything like that. I don't know how rare they are. I don't know. If nothing else, this just getting this was worth buying the whole haul for. But I got something even cooler coming up here on this last kit. But this one here, yeah, I'm gonna have to get good at painting figures because I'm gonna put them all in there. I'll replace the fake wooden deck with actual real wood with my laser cutter. I'll cut it out and get it all done up really nice and neat. Excuse me. But yeah, never seen one before, so yeah, had to have it. This next kit coming up though, just never knew that. I knew that they had these, but I never knew that they made a kit of them. So when I got this, yeah, absolutely awesome. You get the PZ3 with the little remote control tank. That is just by far badass. I think I'm going to do a diorama just like it is on the box art here. Yeah, this was the other PZ3 that I got in this haul, but yeah, this one here had to have. It'll get done up, but this one will be a while. Yeah, I guess you could say that it was the world's first remote control tank, right? I mean, since it was done in World War II. So, I hope you guys like this kind of stuff. This was kind of neat for me. I think I paid $240 for this whole haul. That's 11 models, so it was like 22 bucks. I know some of them had like $18, $19 on them or whatever, but you know, still averages out because I don't know if any of them are in production, if they're rare or not, whatever. If they are, let me know. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, give it a like, comment, and please think about subscribing. Thanks. Have a good day. You guys are awesome.